You know, when you step into an Amish garden, you feel it almost immediately. Something's different. It's
Mm.
more than just neat rows and buzzing bees. There's this sense of richness, like a deep vitality in the earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they grow food that's, well, bigger, faster, healthier than a lot of conventional plots. It's not magic, though, is it?
No, it's not magic at all. It's really forgotten wisdom, like you said.
Right.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. I mean, for over 200 years, these communities have figured out how to grow incredible amounts of food without synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, you name it.
So how do they do it?
Well, it comes down to these time-tested systems, passed down generation to generation,
Mhm.
really grounded stuff, all about working with nature, not against it. So our mission today is sort of extract those key insights.
Okay, so this isn't just for big farms then. If you've got a backyard plot, maybe some raised beds,
Exactly.
these methods could genuinely make your gardening, well, easier, more productive, and maybe more fulfilling too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely more fulfilling. These aren't quick hacks, they're deep systems.
Okay, let's get into it. So, what really sets the Amish approach apart at its core? It feels like more than just avoiding tech, right? It seems deeper.
It really is. It's a fundamental philosophy, a kind of
Ah.
stewardship, not domination. That's the key difference.
Stewardship, not domination.
Okay, they see themselves as partnering with the land, not controlling it. And that fosters, well, resilience, patience, even a sense of peace in their work, you know?
That makes sense.
And there's this core idea, they call it the soil forgiveness principle. Basically, they don't panic if a crop fails or a patch does poorly.
Oh, interesting. So no panic.
No panic. They just trust the soil. They go back to basics, feed the soil, cover the ground, let it rest, try again. It's this deep trust in the living system under their feet.
Wow, trusting the soil to recover. That's a very different mindset. How does that philosophy translate into their practical gardening? Where does it start? Probably the soil itself.
Exactly. And this whole approach, this partnership,
Yeah.
it leads to incredibly low costs too, which means they can be really self-sufficient.
Right, less reliance on the outside economic system.
Precisely. They seem to deliberately avoid things they feel might separate them from their community or going to make them dependent. It boils down to this idea, do less, grow more.
Do less, grow more.
Yeah, align with nature, don't fight it, and abundance kind of emerges. Like one Amish gardener, Martha, apparently said, the solution is in the problem.
The solution is in the problem. I like that. Okay, so let's dig into that foundation then, the soil. You mentioned it's key. And the sources say Amish farms can produce, what, 6 times more food per acre with better soil.
Yeah, often with significantly higher organic matter. It really starts below the surface. And the first big thing is their commitment to a no-till approach.
No-till, why is that so important to them?
Well, they've seen over generations that tilling just destroys that intricate web of life underground, the beneficial fungi, bacteria, earthworms. They call them underground cities.
Underground cities. Okay.
Tilling demolishes that structure, brings up weed seeds that were dormant. It just causes problems down the line. So instead, they focus on building soil structure biologically, letting the soil life do the work.
Okay, so if they're not tilling, how are they enriching the soil and getting it ready for planting?
They use something called deep compost trenching. Sometimes people call it the lasagna method.
Lasagna method. Yeah.
You dig shallow trenches in your planting rows, and you just bury your kitchen scraps, aged manure, leaves, green waste
Right there.
directly in the row.
Directly where the plants will grow.
Okay.
It feeds the plants directly, sure. But it also builds these microbial highways. It activates fungi like mycorrhizae. They go way deeper than roots can.
Wow.
And these fungi pull in nutrients the roots couldn't reach otherwise. It's basically a no-turn composting system right in your garden bed. It turns the whole thing into a living sponge.
A living sponge packed with life and carbon.
Exactly. Packed with carbon, humus, microbial life. Plants just thrive in that.
It sounds like absolutely nothing goes to waste then. Pretty much. There's this constant addition of organic matter.
Yeah.
Every scrap, trimmings, fallen leaves goes back in either as compost or mulch. It feeds the whole ecosystem.
Makes sense.
And they really hate bare soil. They see it as an invitation for weeds.
Ah, okay.
So right after harvest, boom, cover crops go in. Things like crimson clover, buckwheat, winter rye.
What do those do?
Oh, multiple things. They fix nitrogen, they smother weeds, their roots go deep and aerate the soil, and then they break down and add more organic matter. Winter rye is apparently amazing for breaking up heavy clay soil, like nature's plow.
Letting nature do the plowing while they rest. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Beyond those core methods, I heard they have some, well, unique secret weapons for the soil. Things we might throw away.
Oh, definitely. They start with some traditional things like wood ash, Good for potassium, and it can raise the pH if your soil's too acidic.
Then.
Bone meal, that's a classic.
Gently.
Slow-release phosphorus, great for roots, flowers, fruits.
Okay,
Gil,
standard
come
enough.
now.
But what about the weird stuff?
Come on, Baba.
Eggshells.
Ah, yes. The water you
Yo,
boil
I've
eggs
been
in,
here.
don't throw it out. It's full of calcium. Great for strong stems, healthy leaves.
Really, boiled egg water.
Good
Yep.
job.
And the shells themselves, crush them up, put them around plants or mix them into the soil. They prevent blossom end rot on tomatoes, peppers, squash.
Oh, yeah. I hate blossom end rot.
And the sharp edges deter slugs and snails too. Double duty.
Clever. What else from the kitchen?
Key leaves, especially green tea, apparently has like 4 times more nitrogen than coffee grounds. Slow release food.
Wow. And coffee grounds.
Still good. They add nitrogen, improve soil texture, attract worms. They are slightly acidic, so good for acid lovers like blueberries.
Okay, this is amazing recycling, but I heard even stranger things. Human hair, is that true?
It is. Scatter some hair around. The human scent helps keep deer and rabbits away.
No way.
Yes, and as it breaks down, it adds nitrogen. Same idea with pencil shavings, especially cedar. They act as mulch, hold moisture, and deter gnats and fungus.
Pencil shavings. Okay, my mind is kind of blown.
And onion skins. Soak them in water for a few days. Makes a nutrient tea packed with potassium, calcium, magnesium,
Onion skin tea.
and crushed shells, like clam or oyster shells.
Yeah.
Another great calcium source. Strengthens cell walls, helps prevent that blossom end rot again.
It's just finding value in everything. Any other liquid boosters?
Oh, yeah. The water you rinse rice in, that cloudy stuff,
Rice water.
full of starch, vitamins, minerals. Plants love it, feeds good bacteria. And of course, manure tea, soak aged manure in water. Power smoothie for the soil.
Ah, power smoothie.
And fish emulsion is another common one, just a great natural nutrient boost.
It's a whole different level of resourcefulness. Okay, switching gears slightly, but related to efficiency water. Amish gardens supposedly use less than half the water of average gardens, but grow more. How?
Yeah, their water strategies are really smart. Starts with rainwater harvesting, big time. Rain barrels under downspouts.
Simple enough. Simple, but effective. Free water, no chlorine. One good storm can fill barrels, hundreds of gallons. Can cut summer water bills by like 50, 80% easily. Some even link barrels and use first flush diverters to get rid of the initial dirty water.
Okay, so capturing it efficiently.
Yeah.
But how do they deliver it so well? Minimizing waste.
They often use OA unglazed clay pots. You bury them near thirsty plants.
OLLAS.
Yep. They slowly seep water into the soil as it dries out. It's an ancient method, like 2,000 years old. Saves tons of water, prevents overwatering, cuts evaporation by maybe 70%.
70%, wow.
They also use simple soaker hoses, just porous rubber hoses laid on the ground. Water goes straight to the roots. Less disease, less evaporation than overhead sprinklers.
Low tech, high impact.
Yep.
And how they actually water, the
Yep.
frequency, the timing.
Big difference there, too. Deep, infrequent watering, not a little sprinkle every day. They
No.
water deeply, maybe once or twice a week. Forces the roots to grow down deeper, makes plants way more drought resistant.
Ah, training the roots. Exactly. They even do what they call prophetic watering. Give plants an extra deep soak if they know a dry spell is coming.
Prophetic watering.
And a strict morning watering rule. Always water early. Lets the leaves dry completely before nightfall. Prevents maybe 90% of common fungal diseases like powdery mildew.
90% just from watering time.
Yep. Plus, plants absorb water better in the cool morning air.
Makes sense. Working with the day's rhythm. Any other tricks for holding moisture in the garden itself?
Oh yeah. Living mulch is a big one. Fast-growing, low plants like purslane or creeping thyme planted between crops.
So they cover the soil.
Cover the soil, lock in moisture, and suppress weeds. Win-win-win. In raised beds, they sometimes build in reservoirs layers of composted wood deep down, like a sponge.
A buried sponge.
Holds gallons of water per cubic foot. Backup supply. They also use gray water carefully, water from washing veggies, that kind of thing, on ornamentals or fruit trees. And keyhole gardens. These circular raised beds with a compost bin in the middle. You water the compost bin, and it irrigates the whole bed from the inside out. Super efficient, can cut water use by up to 80%.
80%. That's incredible design. Okay, this leads perfectly into pest control. How on earth do they manage pests without synthetic sprays? It seems like the bane of most gardeners' existence.
It's a whole different mindset again. Less about reacting, more about prevention and observation. A key thing is quiet observation time.
Quiet observation.
Yeah, or morning pest patrol. Just daily slow walks, looking closely, noticing subtle signs of stress, spotting pests early.
So catching problems small.
Exactly. Hand-picking bugs off, dropping them in soapy water. It sounds tedious, but 5 minutes of that early on can save hours of battling an infestation later.
Proactive, not reactive. What about using plants to help other plants?
Companion planting. Huge strategy for them. Basil with tomatoes repels hornworms, supposedly improves flavor too. Marigolds everywhere repel nematodes, confuse aphids and beetles. Carrots and onions planted together deter each other's pests. Nasturtiums act as trap crops. Aphids love them, so they go there instead of your beans.
Using plants as decoys and bodyguards. Clever. Any simple sprays or things they sprinkle around?
Loads. Baking soda, light sprinkle on soil or mix in water. Makes it hard for fungal spores like powdery mildew to take hold.
Baking soda.
Okay. Cinnamon on soil protects seedlings from damping off disease. Repels ants, gnats. Vinegar diluted spray for ants disrupts their trails. Soak cotton balls for rabbits. Even a weed killer on hot days, but be careful.
Right. Vinegar can kill plants too.
Definitely. Diatomaceous earth, fossilized algae powder. Like microscopic razors to insects with exoskeletons. Dries them out. Totally safe for us, though.
Diatomaceous earth, I've heard of that.
In cloves, scatter them around. The strong smell confuses pests, ants, aphids, mosquitoes.
Wow, a whole arsenal of natural deterrents. Do they actively invite beneficial creatures?
Oh, absolutely. They build beneficial highways, strips of native flowers and herbs, attracts ladybugs. One ladybug eats thousands of aphids, and praying mantises.
Beneficial highways, I love that.
They put up birdhouses, provide water. Birds eat tons of insects, a chickadee family, maybe 9,000 bugs in a nesting season.
Wow.
They make little brush piles for toads and snakes. Toads are insect-eating machines.
Stop it.
And sunflowers. They plant them strategically. They attract bees, butterflies, predatory wasps. A whole army of good guys who then stick around to protect the garden.
An army attracted by sunflowers. That's brilliant. Any other, maybe more active pest methods?
Chickens. They let chickens patrol the garden before planting and after harvest. They gobble up grubs, beetles, larvae, and fertilize while they're at it.
Chicken patrol. Makes sense.
They also time their planting carefully. Planting beans a week earlier or later might completely avoid the main beetle season.
Outsmarting the bug schedules.
Exactly. And a classic. Garlic spray. Crush garlic, soak it in mineral oil, mix with soap and water. It doesn't kill everything, but the smell overwhelms insect senses, makes them move on. Works surprisingly well.
It's just comprehensive, working with the whole system. And the result is, like you said, huge yields in small spaces. You really don't need acres, do you?
Absolutely not. Their space maximization is ingenious. They call it the sky-to-earth method. They grow up, down, all around.
Sky to earth. Okay, so vertical is big.
Huge. Simple woven fences, arched branches, salvaged wood structures for vines. Living towers, beans climbing a single pole can yield 3 times more per square foot.
3 times.
Yeah. And the potato tire method. Stack tires as the potatoes grow.
You mentioned that, yeah.
You can get like 100 pounds of potatoes from a tiny 2-by-2 foot corner. It's amazing. Plus all kinds of trellising A-frames, the floor to weave with stakes and twine, teepees for heavy plants like tomatoes, improves airflow, prevents disease, makes picking easy.
So support is key.
Support is key. Even the garden fence becomes a trellis. They use bent cattle panels to make tunnels you can walk through, but plants climb all over them. Get like 20 pounds of veggies per foot of tunnel.
20 pounds per foot.
And container gardening, old barrels, troughs, broken buckets, anything that holds soil.
Making every single inch count. How do they arrange the plants within those spaces?
Dense planting. Much closer together than traditional rows. Creates a canopy fast, shades out weeds. Square-foot gardening fits into this, dividing beds into 1-foot squares for precise spacing.
Right, square foot gardening.
And plant guilds. The classic is the 3 sisters, corn, beans, squash together.
Ah, the Native American method.
Exactly. Corn provides the stock for beans to climb. Beans fix nitrogen for everyone. Squash spreads out as living mulch, keeps soil cool, deters raccoons. It's symbiosis in action.
Such elegant design. What else boosts those yields and extends the season?
Crop rotation is crucial. Never plant the same thing in the same spot year after year. Prevents soil depletion, keeps pests guessing. They do early late double harvest. Plant fast spring crops like peas, then follow immediately with summer crops like beans in the same spot. 2 harvests from one space.
Smart. And greenhouses?
Simple, but super effective. A basic 12-by-20 greenhouse. They can get 4 crop cycles a year out of that.
4 cycles. How? Without fancy heating.
Passive solar dark walls absorb heat. And the manure method. Layers of fresh horse manure under the beds generate heat as they decompose.
Manure heating. Wow, okay. Resourceful.
Totally. Layout is optimized for light and air, too.
And extending the season outdoors.
They're masters of microclimates. Finding warmer spots near walls, cooler spots, extends the season by weeks. Simple frost protection blankets, buckets for unexpected cold snaps, and swales or contour planting shallow ditches along the land's contours. Catches rainwater, lets it soak in slowly, prevents runoff. Part of resilient design.
Resilient design.
Yeah, zoning the garden by water needs. Drought-tolerant stuff higher up, water lovers lower down, like nature's insurance policy.
Okay, last piece on yield. The actual plants they choose. Any preferences?
Definitely focus on power crops. Things that give the most bang for your buck, effort-wise. Root veggies, climbing beans, cut-and-come-again greens.
Makes sense.
Dwarf fruit trees for small spaces. Self-pollinating varieties for reliability. And a huge one. Perennial vegetables.
Perennials. Like asparagus.
Asparagus, rhubarb, walking onions, sea kale. Plant once, harvest for years, often decades. They just come back stronger. Super efficient.
Plant once, harvest for a lifetime. Nice.
And herb spirals, those cool spiraling mounds. They save space and create lots of little microclimates, perfect for different herbs, artistic and practical.
It all paints a picture of deep connection, efficiency, and hard work, presumably. Which brings us to the tools and that famous Amish work ethic.
Absolutely. The commitment to traditional methods is strong. Horse-drawn farming isn't just quaint. It's tied to their beliefs about community and avoiding technology that might isolate them.
Right.
That slower pace lets them really work with the land, observe it,
Hmm.
and their tools.
Right.
No fancy machinery, just time-tested hand tools, often handmade, built to last generations.
Not just old, but well-designed, right? What are some examples?
Yeah. Different hose for different jobs. Stirrup hose, Warren hose, draw hose. Trowels made of high-carbon steel, perfectly balanced. Built to outlive you.
Built to outlive you. I like that.
The broad fork, that two-handled tool for aerating soil without flipping it, preserves the soil structure. A diver, just a simple stick, maybe with markings, for perfect seed depth.
Simple, effective.
Even their wheelbarrows are specifically designed steel wheels. Tapered fray for easy dumping, built for leverage.
Every tool optimized. What about harvesting and tool care?
Hand-woven harvesting baskets, often oak or hickory, light but strong, stackable. Watering cans balanced just right, gentle stream, no wrist strain. And the maintenance, it's like a ritual. Cleaned, oiled, sharpened after every use. Respect for the tools.
A ritual of respect. And this isn't just solo effort, is it? Community is huge.
Oh, profoundly so.
Right.
Mutual aid is fundamental. Big jobs, planting, harvest, barn raisings, everyone pitches in. Sharing resources, tools. It creates this incredible safety net.
An invisible safety net.
Exactly. And that extends to seeds. They save seeds from their best plants every year. Ensures good genetics. And they swap seeds with neighbors, preserves rare varieties, builds resilience, community resilience.
That's crucial for long-term food security. And speaking of security, how do they make all that food last through the winter without freezers?
Deep knowledge of food preservation. Root cellars are common, cool, dark spaces for potatoes, apples, carrots. Simple solar dehydrators, wooden boxes, using sunlight to dry produce. No electricity needed.
Solar drying. Clever.
Salt preservation is key, too. Leather breeches, beans salted and air-dried. Lactofermentation for things like sauerkraut, kimchi-style turnips, packed in salt, uses good bacteria, creates probiotics, too.
So healthy and preserved. Their kitchens must be amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Wisdom older than electricity, but totally relevant today.
Absolutely. Listening to all this, it's clear these aren't just gardening tips. It's a whole philosophy, isn't it? Stewardship, partnership with nature.
That's exactly it. It's about connection, deep observation, and letting nature lead more often than not. It's not about complexity for its own sake.
Right.
And I think, for anyone listening, maybe just try one thing. Maybe it's the compost trenching. Maybe it's just paying closer attention to your soil, what it needs. Maybe try gardening barefoot sometime. Really feel the earth.
That's a great challenge. Take one step. In our world that's often so focused on speed, on quick fixes, on external inputs, what can this sort of slower but stronger Amish way teach us? Not just about growing food, but maybe about cultivating resilience, patience, peace in our own lives, starting right there in our own backyards